in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. Here's Tate to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And some space here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Henry again on 2nd down. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. First and goal at the 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
6-0 our score after 1. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Tillery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Titans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, Henry muscles him off, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Chargers 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Spiller, the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had a rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On the return, it's Tate. A quick feed from Tate. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right.
A check down here for Henry.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on first down now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now Spiller, the return.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Dancing to his, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Looking deep for Julio. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert now. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for the Titans. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Tate to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for L.A. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they moved to 9-7 on the year with 1 game remaining.